how y'all doing this, what is today? Tuesday night. I hope everybody's having a great week. I am coming at you with a reveal. Okay, now a long time ago, I did a reveal on this bag, and it was actually shortly after I had purchased a Speedy 40 and fell in love with the size of that bag and everything else. So then when I got this bag, I was like, oh, it's too small. So I like immediately turned around and sold it. Well, as you know, I have been on like this ongoing hunt for a DE bag, an all-weather bag. And so recently I had that Vuitton, which is very similar to, you know, the Speedy. But I don't know, I just, you know, I actually had a goal to just get another Speedy, a Speedy 35. If they had it in a 40, the 40 in the DE print, I would just get that, but obviously they don't. But I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to get me a DE 35 and then just be done. But the last minute, I was surfing and I saw this Vuitton and I was like, oh yes, that's what I'm going to get. So, and then I got it and I was like, you know, I wasn't feeling warm and fuzzy. So anyway, and by the way, I just want to apologize for the lighting. I have literally gone to like every corner of this house to try to get, you know, be somewhere where you can actually see me and, you know, whatever. And y'all, I'm sorry. We live in a really old house and the lighting is terrible in this house. And there was something else I was going to say besides that. The lighting is super terrible, but also, oh yeah, when you got your little Fisher-Price equipment, you know, you get Fisher-Price results. So anyway, I'm sorry if you can't see me. I kind of like it when there's a little shadow on my face because then you can't see like all my imperfections. So yeah, I don't have to worry about filters. So anyway, okay, so back to my reveal. So here we go. Again, drum roll again, please. Yeah, look at this. Booyah! I went ahead and just did it. I just went ahead and I love the Speedy bag so much. I love the style of the Speedy bag. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get it. It's okay if it's a 35. My very first brand new purchase was a 35, and I used it for, you know, like a year. And and then I went back to it at some point, like after Thanksgiving. And then, you know, right now, I'm actually still using my little, by the way, I am still using this little Petite Noe, and I like it. I like it. I told you I did. And I was telling the truth, y'all. So far, I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, so I got this, and even though we've had like zero kind of weather here where I am, it is for, you know, a weather bag. And in fact, it snowed for the first time like this past weekend, and of course I just got this today. That figures, right? So yeah, here we go. Y'all already know the measurements of a Speedy 35. It's approximately 14 wide by 9 by 7 deep. And like I told you before, usually anything under like 15 is kind of just a gamble with me. But the way that I justify making up for the width of the bag is by how deep it is. And this is so deep that it's fine. Now when I have my 35, or when I use my monogram 35, I use an organizer. Well, actually, I didn't know anything about organizers when I first got the bag, so I just used it, you know, just how it came. But then as I started doing more research on Louis Vuitton and, you know, whatever, then I started understanding that the use of a bag organizer is super helpful. And so I invested in some and I used it and I loved it for organization. It's great. But I don't know, I kind of like it just without it too. You know, like I could go either way. Like I don't know, I'm fine either way. This bag is super nice. Came with, I actually got it from a consignment store up in, where's she from? This gal's in New Jersey. Ooh, and I know I got me a New Jersey subscriber, so what? Peace out. Ooh, I dropped it. Anyway, I made friends with this gal, and she had this, and we were texting about it. I was serious. It was kind of one of those situations where it's like, do something or get off the pot for crying out loud. I know she was done with me because I was just like going back and forth, and I finally pulled the trigger. And she said that it was like hardly used, and I can tell. It's 2015. Bag, and yeah, it came with you know, the lock and key. You can see, yes. Of course, it came with the dust bag, which is great. It also came with the receipt, which is always nice to have. This is always like a major plus. And she actually included, oh Lord, the shopping sack. Oh, what am I gonna do with this? Nothing. That's what I'm gonna do with it. I don't need those. I don't collect shopping bags, and I don't collect Louis Vuitton boxes. All I care about is a dust bag. So yeah, here we go. So everything that I normally carry in this, you know, that if it's gonna fit in my Petite Noe, it's sure gonna fit in the 35. So let's get started. Regular accessory pochette. Yep. The one that came with some other bag that's like not as big as the accessory pochette, but not as big as not as small as the mini. I carry that. See, like, here's the mini. Here's this one on the bottom. Like I said, I think it came like originally with a bucket bag or something. I don't know. And so those both go in here. And this thing, you know, because the Speedy 35 is so deep, I like to fit it in here this way. And that way you still have some room. Okay. Y'all already know my Ratchet lip gloss case. I should just get another one, but I like that one, you know. Finally got my new calendar. Y'all know I like to do me old school calendar. And this little saying on the front is super fitting. Not my circus, not my monkeys. And amen to that. Put that in here. Kleenex holder thing that was made by someone. My little notebook that I always carry. My big old pound of gum. The little thing, my little pens. That's what y'all know. My little pens are happy that Aunt told me. Oh, we love it in here. See? Look at that. Get my pens in here. I like this little thing. I wasn't sure that I was going to like it because when I got it, I think I told you in another video, it's actually quite chunky, and I wasn't expecting that. So I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, especially with the Petite Noe. You know, you have to be real careful with what all you put in there. You know, just make sure it's not going to be like super snug. But I like it. I like this thing. And of course my full-size wallet, Sarah wallet. And that's all. That's all she wrote. So yeah, everything fits in here nicely. Like I said, I'm probably not going to use an organizer right now. I have one that I can use if I decide that, you know, I need it. But, you know, when I carry, because I have all these little bags in here, I don't really need an organizer, you know. I have everything organized just fine. These are my organizers, all these little bags. And you know, if you go back to like some of my very first videos, I was using my Truce 23 as my organizer all the time. And then I think I told you when I decided that I was going to try to downsize a little bit, I was thinking of what else I could use besides the Truce 28 or 23 because that bag is chunky, you know. And it's a little heavy. I mean, I guess with like all the vinyl or whatever on the inside, or I don't know exactly what material's on the inside, but I'm not talking about the outside. I know the outside's canvas. I'm talking about the inside. It's a little chunky. And so it just kind of heavy, so I was just you know, playing around with some things. And so I decided that the pochettes work great. They don't take up that much room. And if you can score you one of those mid-size ones somewhere, do that. Or, you know, the ones that come with the Neverfulls, I think those would be good. I don't get those because I don't think those are, for me, those aren't cost effective. But getting some of the older stuff, absolutely. I'm trying to show you. So, well, I know you can't see. Remember I told you my lighting's terrible, so can't really see. But there's plenty of room in here. And as you know, my spoon. A lot of y'all been asking me about my spoon. Wonder what happened. Well, let me tell you. I have two of them. I have one that I keep at home, and then I have one that was on the go. Keep my bags. I broke the one that was which one? Well, I don't know which one. I think it was the house one. That's usually the one that gets the most use, the one in the house. And so I had to take the one from the car and, you know, or from my purse and use it. But this thing is getting some use again. New year, new rules. Got to go back to the spoon. Go back to basics. And so this thing is 12 inches wide. Some of y'all already know that. So it will fit just fine in my bag. No worries. So yeah, there you go. Oh, dang it. You're not going to be able to see me that good. Take this phone over. Okay, so yeah, Speedy 35. If they had this thing in the 40, oh my gosh, I would die if they had this thing in the 40. Okay, so side, kind of sort of, maybe I could just in this chair. Does that work? Oh yeah, okay. So back, let's go back again. Side, woo, stand on a chair, and then front. See, Speedy 35. I like it. And it's really funny because several videos ago I said that I would never get rid of my Speedy 35 monogram, which was I call it my firstborn, because it's the very first brand new purchase I ever got, because it was too small. I fell in love with the 40, and then I was like, I don't have any use for this 35. But I've kind of grown to like her again. I actually sold my other 40, And I've been looking for a very super vintage 40 because I want to, I don't know, I don't know what came in my mind, but I decided that I want a super vintage 40, and then I want to get all the leather replaced on it. That's what I want to do. So right now, I don't have my 40. So that's kind of why I went back to my 35, but I was like, oh, well, now that I have all these other little, you know, bags in here, it's fine. I like the way everything fits. And it's not all like, you know, super snug. Everything's not like this, like, you know, squeezed together. Everything can move about, you know, thing has a little bit of room. So yeah, anyway, oh good, I'm excited. Now see, I think for the moment, or at least for this month, the month of January, I might have me a little purse piece. So again, Reveal Speedy 35, love it, great size. I always tell y'all, I fit the same exact things in my 40, it's just obviously the 40 is bigger, but this is a great happy medium in my opinion. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Okay, bye!